I'm live. What is happening? An error occurred. Hello, hello. I think I might be having some technical difficulties. Let me. Hmm. Oh no, I can't tell if this is working or not because I don't see my picture. So weird. Please try again later. Playback. Oh, I'm talking. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if this live is working. Let me go to my channel and check myself because now I'm confused. If you can hear me, hi, this is Mika of Leap Taken. Oh no. Huh. It's playing an ad. No, I'm here, so I just can't see myself. So, hi. This is Mika of Leap Taken. Sorry about that little chaotic start. This is my mini witchy aesthetic Amazon and Etsy haul. Yes, witchy aesthetic. Because I sort of got things to, I don't know, add to my witchy aesthetic. So I'm really excited to share. No one's here quite yet, but that's okay. You can always catch it on a replay. Um, I don't know, that's gonna bug me not knowing. Is it on? Am I tripping? Yeah. All right. I don't know what is happening. I don't understand this. Okay, yeah. So I see that I'm live, but it's weird. So hi. Anyway, moving on. So, all right, let me go over my finds that I'm very excited about. So first up, I'll start with Amazon. So I got some T-shirts because I do T-shirts. Hence the one I have. One I got this. I like, if you wait until Halloween, you can collect a bunch. But Head Witch in Charge is this one. But I got this one here. I'm a real witch. It's just simple, but I can dress this up, I can dress this down. I can make this into something, is what I'm saying. So I'm a real witch. And it's just a simple gray t-shirt, which is great because I could do jeans, tuck in, tuck out, a pair of tights. I can wear heels with this. I can be real comfortable and just chill. But I just thought it was a cute shirt. And the links for everything should be in a description. And then I got this one, which is Be Crazy. And it's my favorite color, pink. So, yeah, this is exciting. So, I got this. And then I got some jewelry. So, it's three pieces together, but I'll show one by one. This is the longest piece. So, isn't this pretty? It's a pretty crystal. I think this is so pretty. What's my hand? Anyway, this is pretty. I don't know, glue. I already know no glue. Anyway, this is so pretty. So this is a necklace. So this is part one of the necklace, like the you wear them in layers, and that was the longest bit. And then there's this one. So that has the pentacle. So that's cute, and they're just silver chains. Then here's the next one. It's the shorter necklace, where it's just the moon. Isn't this cute? It's just really cute. Just add one wanted to add just a little witchy jewelry, just a little something something. So anyway, I think those are really cute. So that was the jewelry and the shirt. So those were my Amazon purchases. Again, I'll just go through them. These cute shirts, probably one of my favorites, which is Be Crazy, my fave. And um, I'm a real life witch. Which, I will say this, going out and about in these clothes, um, I don't mind. I know some people, it would maybe make them uncomfortable. As I get older, I don't care. I'm gonna just tell you that now. I think I'm gonna put these on. I don't care. I already have enough stuff on, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Um, I really don't. I mean, do I care, but I don't care. If that makes any sense. Like I'm not like it's not gonna stop. I don't care enough to stop wearing them. Honestly, if it makes people uncomfortable and they look at me funny, I never know if it's just because it's me promoting witchcraft, saying I'm a witch, living here, or I don't know, they could be mad because I'm black. It could be anything. When you are consistently marginalized, othered, and made to feel unwanted as part of just like life experience, you know what? One more thing is really just not that serious. I'm just, it's sad, but I'm used to it. I'm used to the constant stares. I don't know. People are weird. You'd be surprised how many people just stare. The kids too, and poor babies. I'm like, I don't know what to do about that when it's the kids, because I don't, want to say something, be mean to little kids. But at the same time, maybe your mama should have taught you don't stare. Actually, when that does happen, for this is not like a one off, these things actually happen. What I do is I speak. I'll say, hey, sweetie. Hey, honey bunches. I'll say something. And usually that prompts a parent because you're talking to the kid to acknowledge, the situation. And I already had this one on, but anyway, I think these are cute. So yes, this is my Amazon jewelry that I got. Came in a cute box. So you just slide that. First of all, I kind of want to keep this box for something. I don't know. I feel like this is perfect for witchcraft. I can get rid of what that says. There's nothing else on it, but I don't know. I kind of like this something. Isn't this like a little hideaway? I don't know. I'm gonna think it'll come to me and I'll use it. So that was the Amazon stuff. I really like the I'm a Real Witch shirt like a lot. Like this shirt does it for me, um, a lot. One of the promises, I'm pretty sure I talked about it here on this channel, uh, which is be crazy. This is just fun. And some of the stuff, like I use my t-shirts when I work out because I work out. I'm somebody that works out. I'm claiming that energy. I'm somebody that works out. I was saying before, oh, I'm not trying. I do it. I work out now. Anyway, um, I made a promise to myself this year that I would be someone who wouldn't keep denying and not telling people kind of what's on my mind or that I practice witchcraft or something like that. If it comes up, I'm not walking around advertising it, but like people who know me, if something comes through, I'll ask you, or I'm like, hey, you mind if I kind of go into this? And I might even say, I'm gonna get a little witchy for a second. Is that okay? But, I'm not gonna just hold it in and not say anything. I think it's important that I, say something. Now that I'm watching the replay, can y'all see the other half of the shirt? I can't tell. Oh well, let me move this down a little bit. Did y'all see the whole shirt? Nobody's here yet to tell me. The whole bottom and top. I'm looking at myself because I'm trying to make sure. I'm very concerned at YouTube. I got a big fat error message sitting in my face, but I appear to be live. So anyway, the whole shirt. All right. I don't know. I'm excited about my shirts. I keep showing them. So let's get to the Etsy stuff. So to me, I felt like my Amazon purchases were kind of like the everybody's purchase. But these feel unique and special, so I'm excited. All right, so let's get into what this is. This actually just got in the mail today. That's the only thing about Etsy. You have to be prepared that it's going to take a while. But anyway, let's get into it. But yeah, I am definitely somebody who's going to speak my mind. And I don't care if it annoys people. First of all, let me tell you something about when you buy things and it's personalized. I just opened up the package and this is what I have. I did not open this up, so there's a piece of butterscotch candy, which is fave. And there's a little card, little note. Thank you so much for your order, Mika. I hope you love it. Love, Mel. Link is in the description. I love personalized notes. Love it. Let me know. 5 stars review. Help me get seen on Etsy and more sales. Problem. Let me help. I strive for 100% customer service satisfaction. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make it perfect. And there's apparently a coupon for 30% off. Oh my God, this is so cute. Madame Von Trinkets. So what did I order after all that? So I got it engraved because Witchy name, domestic goddess. Um, so she engraved. First of all, can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? I'm a cottage witch if you didn't know. So anyway, this is basically to be used. I had been looking for this. So you know how you have your pendulum and you need a board. So I got this a while ago. I know it kind of reminds you of this, but it's not. I got this a while ago, right? So, and I'll probably show some videos of this. So you basically, and I could have got it bigger, but I said this is a good size. It's for divination essentially. So what you do is you would hold it still and you would ask your question and it would begin to move. And so like up is yes, maybe, no, rephrase, yes again, maybe, no, rephrase. So it repeats. So that's what it is. It's a divination board. I think this is so nice. I don't know if you're picking up the light. So it's painted, it's like particle wood. And again, it's engraved on the back and then that's hers. I think this is so nice. I think it's cute. Oh, and that's Hecate in the middle. So this is great for divining, specifically talking to that goddess. That was my intention when I did this. So yay. Yay. Anyway, there's that. I love like how she packaged this. It's so cute. Okay. All right. And the next thing. Did you leave? Oh, noise. Oh, ignore me. So I actually have 3 things that hi gemstones. I actually had 3 things that I ordered from Etsy. I did not realize that the other thing that I ordered is coming from like way out of the country, so I will have to wait. But I will show you once I get it. But let's get into this. So I wanted to make sure you can see my address. I put some acrylic paint pen on it. But anyway, so this is all Hecate themed. So let's start here. This is just the packaging. All I did was open it. I didn't want to look at it until I was looking. This is a kit, a witch box kit that I just bought from off of Etsy. I've always seen these. And this was, I think, well, you'll see the price. I think it was like 30 something. It wasn't very expensive. So let's see what I got. First of all, I like the packaging. I love this image. I love it all. So you got like the little sprinkles and stuff like that and herbs sprinkled on top. So we have like a sticker, holographic sticker. I like this. And we have a note here. And it says, prayer to Hecate. Some people say Hecate, I say Hecate, but you know, whatever. Come infernal, terrestrial, and heavenly Hecate. It's an herbal here, I can't read it. Goddess of the broad roadways of the crosswords, thou who goest to and fro at night, torch in hand, friend and lover of darkness, thou who doest rejoice when the dogs are howling and warm blood flows. Thou who art walking amid the phantom and in the place of tombs, thou whose thirst is blood, thou who doest strike chill and fear in mortal hearts. Thank you about my hair. Thanks, gemstones. Yeah, I wanted a little ponytails today. Yeah, the door is opening. I'm not crazy. Somebody's going in and out the door here. Anywho, so let's get into this box. So this is the first thing. First of all, the holographic sticker. So let me open this. All right, so first off, there's the stickers, which I love. I would like to put this. First of all, my laptop. Um, oh, I'm not gonna unplug. Listen, I got a laptop over here. I want to fix up a little bit more. I don't have like any stickers or anything like that on it, so yeah, I'm gonna use that. Then it's this envelope here, and it's just these pieces of, cut paper that you can write, I guess, write petitions and stuff on, in this pretty salt powder blue. So we have that. And this is just in here now. This is more of that. Oh my, look at this. So it's that same paper, but she's using it, for the jewelry. But look, it's keys. Oh my God. Let's take it off. All right, let's get into this. Okay, so first off, you have a key necklace. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize. I think I did, but I forgot. Anyway, look. So this is nice. So you have the key with the little jewel on there right here. Okay. And it's just, just a little necklace thing here. So that's one. And then another key. If you didn't know, Hecate it's a thing with keys. I'll go more into that later. But anyway, yeah. And then we have for herbs and such a spoon. And it's engraved. I don't know if you're gonna pick up on that. It's like roses or something like that. And then look at the top. Oh my God, I like this so much. And I was like, oh, it's nice. Oh, this is so nice. Anyway, I'm very excited. That's just part one. Link in the description for this. The only reason I haven't purchased more stuff is because I am so incredibly impatient. I want my stuff now. So look at this. So this is like a little bracelet. I'm assuming this is a bracelet. So look at that. Isn't that nice? So it's got like the evil eye symbol on it. I don't know if this is coming over. So it appears to be a bracelet, right? Can you adjust it? I'm asking y'all like y'all. Oh yeah, you can adjust it. It is beautiful. So you can adjust it. Oh. So I just pull it taut. Check this out. Oh, I like it. I like it. And then you just have your strings here, but that's okay. It's cute. Okay, so we have this. Let me take it off because I want to bless my jewelry first. Oh, I'm excited. All right, so that's that. Okay. And I love little baggies. And she put, this is mugwort, a little note, thank you. And then that's mugwort, so there we go. Can't have too much mugwort. All right. So a tin here, which should have a candle in it. Check it. Okay. It's frankincense. So I see dried roses. There's crystals, little gems, and a key. See the key right here? I love this. It smells pretty nice. It's not too strong, but I like it. All right, so we have that. And there's still more. There's still more. I love a kit. And it's not a monthly thing. Well, I guess I could order it. Maybe I could. I don't know. You'll see if you click on the link. I just wanted to try it out. Okay. All right. So then we have here, I'm pretty sure this is like black salt. Yeah. So she has a little stopper on it. Isn't this cute? So cute. Let's see what else we got. All right. And then the oil. I think she's just calling it a Hecate oil. I'll have to go back and look at the description. but check it out. First of all, it's so pretty. Those are dried flowers and gems on the bottom, if you can see. And she has a little ribbon, so it's a little dropper. And I like the little jewel here, the little crystal. So this is really awesome. I want to smell. I don't want to mess it up. I just want to. Oh, okay. It smells the same as the candle. It's I almost want to say a little bit of cinnamon, a hint of nutmeg type smell, but that's what I'm getting. Oh my gosh, so this is the whole kit, which I think I got a good amount of stuff. Um, I think, and by the way, I think it's quality stuff. This like paper is like almost like a fabric material. I don't know if you can see the texture on it. So it's textured paper, great for petitions and things like that if you're gonna write. So this is really nice, and I like that it has this little envelope to keep them stored. I like the stickers. I'm just going through it again. I love the stickers, the holographic stickers. I can put these on my laptop for sure. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Um, then there was some mugwort that she included. So you can burn that. Um, the little spoon, which is adorable. And it has all this like engraved pattern here. I don't know, like I said, if that comes up very well, but it's so nice. And then the top, oh, I love everything. I'm really happy. And then the black salt. And again, of course, the candle. It's supposed to be blessed for Hecate. And then the keys. I love this. The bracelet, which I think is so cute. The evil eye bracelet. And then there's the necklace, the key necklace, which I look forward to wearing. That's nice. This is really nice. Like I feel like I got good quality stuff. And then of course, this is from a separate. Who did I buy this from? What's her name? Yeah, Moon Magic Parlor. And the other one is Madame Von Trinkets. And that's where I got this from, which I dig a lot. So again, something I already had, this pendulum here. And how you do that is up to you. Like you can just, the goal is kind of just to hold it still and eventually starts moving and you can ask it questions. So, I mean, of course, if you wanted to go in your way, you could just move it. But, the goal is to kind of just let it go still and then it'll start moving on its own. I haven't asked the question. I'm almost. I'd like to anoint these things first, so we'll hold off. Um, so yeah, that was that. And then just to go, and the jewelry that I'm wearing that I got from Amazon. I love this. Look at this. So that's pretty. And it's like a three. This was all, it all came together. I already had this moon thing here that's getting tangled up. I didn't think this through. Anyway, so this is the pentacle. I like that. And then we just have the moon one here. But yeah, so it's the three. And I've already had this one on, which is getting kind of jammed up. But that's okay. You know who I am today. You know what I'm about. I guess I had one more come in my day. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll walk around with a bunch of witchy jewelry on today. I do have to go out and I do need to run errands, so this will be very interesting today. So I got those things, and then of course, the shirts, which I adore. I'm a real life witch. Now, again, yeah, I go out and about with my shirts on. It's, to me, I feel like we're in a time people wear, different things, shirts, funny shirts. People wear all kinds of stuff. I don't think it's that serious. I think it's serious if you make it serious. Like, and so what? witches be crazy. Most people think you really mean the B word and you're being funny, so it is what it is. I'm not overly concerned about that. But on this subject, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about broom closet, being in the broom closet and wanting to come out without really ever coming out. I think doing things like wearing a t shirt like this, for instance, your different jewelry, it's kind of you without ever saying anything coming out. Now, a lot of people are going to think you're just going, especially if you're younger, they're going to think you're going through a phase. Well, in my case, no, I don't think I'm going through a phase, just like, I don't know, some sort of midlife crisis or something like that. Although, technically, I'm too old for a midlife crisis because the life expectancy is usually about age 75 ish. So, I would have been in my 30s having a midlife crisis. So, and I'm not in my 30s, so technically I'm past that point. So y'all, if y'all in y'all 30s, you're more prone to that than I would be. But since I claim to want to be 100 years old, at least plus, technically I'm not. I'm almost at the half point. I'm not there yet, but I'm almost there, where I'll be able to have a true midlife crisis. Um, but yeah, I that's one way you can kind of express yourself, rocking your witchy aesthetic, and without ever really saying a word. Be prepared. Some people might, especially people who know, they might think, why are you always wearing shirts that talk about witches? They might make a crack or something like that. And you know what? Depending on what it is, because a lot of people don't understand, and they have no idea that it's something serious. Your spirituality, it's like a big part of your life. Allow room for that. Don't like immediately get offended. However, it's a chance to, with that one person, educate them a little bit further. And if you feel open, and if not, and say, it's just a thing I'm in, and keep it pushing. Like, you don't have to explain yourself. It's funny because I keep forgetting, like, to call yourself a witch has been actually illegal in some countries. I'm pretty sure, like, in the UK, it was considered illegal. Um, I don't know about here in America if any state makes it illegal. Well, we have religious freedom, supposedly. But, sometimes, I don't know, I feel like living in this country, it says one thing, but life doesn't necessarily reflect that, especially if you are around your family. Your family is, like, really religious, and you're still dependent upon your family. Well, it doesn't feel like you're having religious freedom then, because they will probably not be cool with you calling yourself a witch. But anyway, yeah, this is to me a cool way for you to sort of, one, express yourself. Maybe it's just not the t-shirts, maybe it's the jewelry itself. Wearing more, I guess, earthy based scents. So your essential oils, making colognes and perfumes out of that, oil blends, to wear for the scent as well. Even wearing different pieces in your hair, um, if and you might be able to even, find people with the same interest as you, because they get it, especially, let's say it's, I don't know, the feast day of a specific goddess, and, that day you're wearing her colors, and maybe you have a flower or something like that. Some of us might know. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but, we see each other. Most often in my family, people don't know what I'm talking about when I mention witches. They don't even know. Lucky you. You know what? I kind of like that a little bit. When I think about it, though, when I was I was watching actually Kellyanne Maddox video, and she was talking about broom closet, being in a broom closet. I love her, by the way. Anyway, she's someone I watch, and some of the things that she was mentioning, like, you know how people joke with you, or are they being serious, like, I don't know. I think if somebody said they didn't, what are they saying, they don't know what you're talking about, like witches don't exist, is that what you mean? Because that would be weird that someone they know. What do they mean? What do you mean when you say they don't know what I'm talking about? Like, because it's so far removed, because they're religious, so they just can't see if it's not. Christianity, and are you Muslim? Like, what are you? Because I know some people in my family are like that. They really struggle to, the most a lot of them believe is like Buddhism. Where I come from, the northeast area of America, and New Jersey. I grew up in Philadelphia, like between Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and New York. So I feel like I've had access to more culture that way, which I'm very grateful for. And although there's like growing up, I felt like within my little community, it was they only, like most people seem to be able to only conceptualize Christianity or the many sects within, like Baptist, Pentecostal, but they got that, or you're Muslim, or Nation of Islam, um, or Buddhist. There's not much else out there. Yes, they think either they're from storybooks or devil worshippers. Yeah, exactly. So a very narrow vision. You know, I would love for people to get a new word other than demonic or Satan or something like that. I just had a very interesting conversation earlier today where I was talking about, you know, it's interesting that people consistently point out that in entertainment industry, there's so much pedophilia, and you know people will create content, TikToks, YouTube videos, so forth, constantly talking about this, showing images of how they're groomed at young ages, these children in the entertainment, these actors and actresses, and celebrities and singers, their children. And like, it's so insidious sounding and looking, and I don't think they're lying. I think of people like Drew Barrymore, and she has talked about her own story. Excuse me, I love Drew Barrymore, by the way. And she was a child, and clear it hurt it. Yeah, it seems she didn't seem to have much of a childhood. She was really around a lot of adults, and it seemed very inappropriate. And things happened, from what I know of her story, that should not have happened to a little girl. So I know it's true. I think we all do. What I think is fascinating is how so many people will skip over everything within their radius that they can actually affect and change, and focus on these people they're never going to meet, who they'll never really know, especially when it comes to pedophilia. Because I'm like, well, what about in your family, the uncle that nobody talks about, but we know not to leave the kids around them? What about the auntie that is inappropriate around the teenagers? She might not be physically doing anything, but she's inappropriate. She brings up sex. She's openly, she's, naked a lot of times. What about that? What about, someone, the cousin's husband that stares entirely too long, and he has made everyone uncomfortable, but she brings them, and he still comes to the family events. I feel like people kind of want to skip over those things. Also, wherever there is a situation where a child could be vulnerable, you will find stalkers. You will find someone who is trying to hurt them, to exploit them. That goes for churches, schools, sports, community centers, things like that, community clubs, things like that. Wherever there's a vulnerable population of people, women and children, specific, yeah, women and children, will just say that, you will find someone who is preying on them. So it's more of a situation of opportunity. It's not just that celebrities are just innately uh, wanting to hurt children. I don't think that all celebrities, um, well, now we're getting into something else, the Illuminati, and yeah, the Illuminati, and they've all traded their soul to be famous and to be rich, and part of that is blood sacrifice. Well, no, blood, like maybe not your own, but like kill a kid or something. I don't know. I've been down this little rabbit hole, and it's fascinating to me the number of people who truly believe this, but they find it hard to believe that me, wearing this jewelry and things like this has any meaning. They find it They don't find it. They find it. I'm silly. This is silly to them. But they believe that an actor on a TV show, well, is willingly taking children in a ritual to sexually abuse and then kill them, or at least shed their blood, and that they eat babies. Don't forget they eat babies. They don't call those witches, though. They're just devil worshippers. That, but I'm silly. I'm just this silly goose thinking I can make things happen. Thinking, I can make money come to me or I can make love happen. I'm just a silly goose, though. Um, I, that that always gets to me a little bit because I'm like, that's where you can expand on. I don't know, just interesting. How some people are so anything to keep from looking within. The best thing that I like about witchcraft is that I'm aware of all the horrible things that are occurring around me and outwardly as well, further from me, but I'm aware of it. One of the great things is I still have personal responsibility. So, in my circle, if I know that someone is being harmed or I suspect they might be, I'll do my best to help them. If they're not comfortable with that, because hey, some people actually don't want help for whatever reason, they're going until they get there. Um, I will do work for them, just to keep them protected, just protection work. Something real, not specific, just protection or healing. Let's heal their mind, heal their spirit so that they can, choose to move forward out of whatever situation they're in. I do things like that. Um, I haven't I haven't really done any real charity work since living here in Arizona. I've donated money, but I haven't gotten out there to help like shelters or anything like that. So that may be something I may do. Kind of put my money where my mouth is. um, but money being like my energy and really get out there and help people. But see, to me, as pagans, we're more open to do that, and not from a place of I'm going to teach you about witchcraft and I'm going to convert you because the goddess loves us all and wants to save us all. It's more of a place like I feel like I'm a decent person and I recognize the decency in other humans, and I can see that they're going through something and maybe they need to remember their decency as well, and that they're loved and someone sees them. And hey, if it means I'm just putting this food on this plate and handing it to you, you know, that's a way of connecting. If it's donating, if it's, whatever, I donate. For sure, I do donate. But yeah, I think that, you know, doing it, but doing it from a position of because I'm just a decent person, not because I'm trying to convert anybody. That's also another way to outwardly be, live your witchcraft and sort of be out of the closet, broom closet, by purposely, doing things like that. It might not equate to others, but to you, maybe you're finally living your craft, doing charitable type work and things like that, donating and things of that nature. Maybe it does help. Imagine like I have t-shirts after a while, I'm not gonna wear them anymore. Maybe, I don't fit them anymore. They shrunk. We'll say they shrunk. I didn't get bigger, they shrunk. Um, yeah, I'll put them, especially if they look good, I'll put them in a donation pile. Who knows? Somebody might get a kick out of this, It might really light somebody's day up just because they're down on their luck and they're going through something doesn't mean that, they should have something that's not fun. It's tough because there's usually religious organizations doing these things or behind it, but that's another conversation for another day. Um, I think I probably should check out, what is it called? The universal churches. I've been to two in different states. When I was in, I want to say North Carolina and Tennessee, I went to one of those universal churches. I don't know if they have that in other countries, but it's like non-denominational, no specific religion. The only reason I didn't continue, I wanted to go for community. The only reason I didn't continue to go is because it literally ran like a church. It really felt like church. And I wasn't in a space where that was something I was looking for or wanted to kind of even flirt with. Also, it was boring. It was boring. I was like, all right, no, like I didn't get anything out of the experience. I wasn't moved either way. It just felt like I was watching people read things and acknowledge things that I didn't like, events and things. I didn't know. I don't know. I just felt it was boring. Then that's bad to say, but it was. So I just didn't return. But the weather's getting a little nicer here. Although in Arizona it's nice, but it's been chilly. But it's nicer. It's warmer. Um, I think I might put myself out there a little bit more in person instead of just virtual, and check out, I don't know, maybe I'll try it again here. Maybe it'll be different. But I would like to meet some in person witches. Um, Dang, I wish some of y'all who watch this, because I know others feel like me too. You might want to get out there and, meet people, but you want to be safe. You want to be careful. Meet up somewhere. It doesn't. We won't be like conducting spells right away, but like, I don't know if we ever will. Maybe we'll just have a coffee and talk fun witchy stuff, or not so fun witchy stuff. I look forward to that. I'm hoping I can build that type of community. And a good thing about me is, I think if you're open to this, you kind of need to be open to everybody's not going to look like you. Everybody's not going to be the same age as you, the same build, look. It's okay. I'm okay if they're not even female or female presenting. I'm okay if they're 19, or if they're 89 or something in between. Where I would draw the line is if everybody is 19, because then I'm full. No matter how, I'm cool, I'm hip. The fact that I'm saying I'm hip is no, clearly I'm not. But I would feel like the mom. I feel like somebody's mommy, and I don't want to feel like that. Like and I know me, I would insert myself. So I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want an all young group. But honestly, if everybody was 80 something, I would feel very comfortable there. They might not want me. They think I would be, I would be the baby, but that wouldn't bother me if everybody was older than me. But I think if the whole crew was like late teens, early 20s, I don't know, I still would be on a quest to find more people a little bit closer to my age. Because life experience, and like I said, I know me, I would take on the role as mom, and I'm not there to be anybody's mom. I would be there to socialize. But yeah, I don't know. The conversation I had earlier this morning made me really think about, one, just how grateful I am that I get to live my craft out loud, knowing that I was going to talk about all these different things that I got, knowing that I come on alive and I'm wearing my witchy stuff in my shirt and talk about witchcraft. It makes me happy that I get to do that and I don't have to hide. And I have a regular job that I do as well outside of leap taken. Um, and I never really, I don't want to say never. Somebody in our Slack channel was like, "Oh, what is it? A full moon? Everybody's being so crazy." Now, for that, I can't. There's just something in me I can't help myself, and I'll say things like, because this has happened at least 2 or 3 times recently, and I was like, "Actually, it's a new moon, but it could still add to a little bit of craziness." People are adjusting, I guess. And people are like, "Are you sure? Because it seems like it." But most people are okay with that kind of talk. Like, it's not that serious. And somebody said something about another time, I think I mentioned, like, oh, it's a full moon and whatever it was, Scorpio or something. And somebody said, oh, what's the problem with Scorpio? They were a Scorpio. It was like, wait, are you trying to say something? I was like, well, this is all through Slack, so it's funny. I was like, well, if the shoe fits, and they went laughing and they laughed and it was fun. Like, that's the level I go out at work. I don't go much further than just um, stuff like that because it really doesn't call for it. Meanwhile, on my other end, do I have people that I talk to say things like God bless, speak of faith, Christian mostly? Like, do I hear that? Yes, I hear that all the time. But I also understand this is the world that we live in. I can choose to say things contrary to that. Um, but I don't feel it's necessary. And also, I feel like it's not an educational opportunity. These people are not going to receive any of this information in any way that I intended. And it's just not worth it. So I don't say anything. Imagine a whole group of 80-year-old witches. First of all, I would want to see that. I would want to go. I would beg, please come out. I mean, listen. I'll get what you guys need. I would just love to be a part of that that coven of nothing but eight. Like that would be so cool because one, assuming they all have knowledge, like I feel like it would be awesome. One day, I would love to be that 80-year-old witch with some other badass 80 year or 88 80-year old witches. And we're all getting together, just letting it all hang out. Of course we do our ritual sky clad because we're eight. We don't care. We don't care. Who's going to judge us? I would love that. Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, it would be. It's funny how we can have that. It seems okay then, but on the other end, it's like, I am not doing that with any 19-year-old people. Absolutely not. No, I would not. Am I body positive? Pro my body positivity, but that's within my situation. I don't want to take this show on the road. I'm positive about me. I don't want to test that publicly with a bunch of 19-year-olds or 20-something-year-olds either. I'm good. I'm not one of those people. I can hang with the 20. I'm just, yeah, I'm me, and I'm okay with that. But 80-year-olds, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they would make, hey, listen, I see some 80-year-old, there, because of TikTok, so many different people are on there, and women who are very attractive, and they're like in their 70s and late 70s, and I'm just like, well, okay. It makes me feel good. Like, oh, it makes me redefine what 80 is or what 70 plus is. Yeah, like I used to think that was all me. I thought my age was really old at one point, so you know. But yeah, I think I need to get some witchy friends in person. I have plenty of witchy friends in the virtual world. They're all over this country and out of the country apparently. But I would love to have some in person friends to just kind of chat with. I told my daughter about this. I have this vision, and I know one day it's going to come where eventually, I have a small group of friends, and I have like a charcuterie board on a coffee table and like little pillow, those like firm pillows you put on the floor you can sit on for like occasional seating. So I would throw some of those out there, and everybody's sitting around chairs. So like a group of like maybe 10ish folk, 13 if you will, coven size, including me. And there's like wine, and there's music, incense, the windows open, I see the curtains kind of flowing, the plants are thriving, and everybody's just sitting around, and I'm seeing like men, women, trans, like I'm like seeing like all these different types of people, and and older and younger, and we're all just like in our witches, and like we held ritual, and we're doing like the cakes and ale, Wicca-ish, after. Like that's in my head, that's what I see. I want that one day, and I'm hosting. I really would love to have that one day. I'm gonna pull that energy to me. Now, in order for me to be this way, I gotta get comfortable with people in my house. I'm not really. I realize I'm a lot more introverted than I want to really admit. So that means I'm allowing people inside of my space. Um, I'm allowing people to get close to me. So it's one thing to even be in my space, but now I'm like giving you access more to me, so you'll see, the things in my home that I don't necessarily show here on camera. Like it gets more personal, is my point. So that scares me, terrifies me, a tad or a lot, but I think I need to get past that. I don't think we're meant to be here to be isolated, to do everything solitary. I think within what your comfort zone as witches, that we should want to congregate sometimes with other witches. It's okay if it hasn't happened yet, but I don't think that um, you should totally just exclude yourself off from that completely. And I know, there's different schools of thought about that because I've heard other people say things like, well, I work better alone. And it's like, I mean, so do I get that. But at the same time, it's not maybe even to do work with, but just people of like mind. Um, you don't have to stumble over your words. You can, talk about the dream that you had last night. You can talk about the, synchronicities that happen in life. I got one, one, and you know what? I haven't actually had an opportunity to talk to. I talked to my daughter about this, and she was like, "Really?" My daughter kind of gives the energy of like, "I love you, mom." Mommy, she doesn't say mom. I love you, mommy. So whatever you're into, like she suspends a little bit, but she's a very practical minded young lady, and she's a much more woo woo than my daughter. I'll just say that. Um, but so not last night, but the night before. You know how you're in that dreamy space, uh, kind of liminal space, lucid, space, where you're kind of asleep, you're kind of awake, in and out. I remember I had a lot of different things going through my head at one point, and then I was like, Four Seasons. The Four Seasons. I was like, oh, that was a movie called The Four Seasons. Oh, like this is me. This is a glimpse into my mind, Mika's relaxed mind. This is how it works. And I remember my thoughts were like this. Oh, The Four Seasons. You used to watch that movie all the time. Oh, you haven't seen that in forever. Oh my God, I used to love that movie, The Four Seasons. And I was like, okay, it was such a random thing. Um, Oh, your kids aren't witchy either. The witchy stuff. Yeah, mine is mine. I'll come back to her. She will be. She's just to me fighting it. The practical minded of her, but her being so practical minded is why she's so successful, like in school and things like that. So I kind of don't want that to go away. But at the same time, I do want her to get a little bit more, like, well, like me, a little bit more. But yeah. So I kept thinking about this movie, and then I didn't think about it anymore. Like it was just in those that weird waking hours, kind of still sleepy state. So that was not last night, but the night before, or the morning. It's like wee hours of the morning. So I'm on Netflix yesterday, last night, Friday night, and I was looking to see what was on because I hadn't been on in a minute looking at anything. So you know how they have the category. So I was looking for romantic. So I went. I love a good rom com. So romantic category. So I was just, how on Netflix, like you're just swiping, looking to see what's on there. Well, in my case, with the remote with the Apple TV. So what do I see? The movie, The Four Seasons. That movie came out in 1981. To put that into perspective, they gave me the category romantic comedy. There's all kinds of movies there, mostly everything from the 2000s. It's not even anything from like 2000. It's like later 2000s to 2010s is something a little bit more recent. There's nothing from the 90s, and there's 100%. There is not any movie in this category. If you have Netflix, do you y'all? I'm sure y'all understand it work. Unless you like old movies, do you understand how rare it is that they would have a movie from 1981 in the mix, just there? It's so rare. You cannot. That is not a movie that people just Alan Alda. Who the frick is watching Alan Alda movies in 2023 like that? I did watch it, Gemstones. I did watch it last night. Yes, I believe that is synchronicity. Because I was like, my first thought was, these people have perfected, they can read our minds. You want to talk about conspiracy? I was like, the real conspiracy is advertising is on a new level. They can hear my thoughts somehow. And my daughter said, or, because very ever practical mind, she's like, or maybe the reason you thought of the movie Four Seasons in your waking hours is because there was something that happened earlier that day that prompted you to think that, and whatever those things and you looked online or you saw something and you kind of were exploring that, and they figured it out as well. And I was like, maybe. And in true Mika fashion, I said, or the universe is speaking to me. And then she just looked at me and said, or the universe is, yeah, the universe is speaking to you, Mom. That's what it is. I said, exactly, that's what it is. And I watched it. So I have not seen this movie in decades. I should say, it came out in 1981. Also, it reminded me how much I watched grown up movies, and I was not even quite a teenager yet. 1981, I was young. I was young. I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it on TV. I didn't go to the movies to see this. I remember they played it on TV, which was a few years after it came out. So at this point, I think I'm maybe a tween, maybe preteen tween when it was showing on TV. Either way, if you watch that movie today, nothing about that movie was, there was no children. It was a comedy, but it was serious conversation. Essentially, there's three couples. They're middle aged, so they say that's the theme. By the way, it's so funny because the one person's like, I'm 43. I was like, oh, 43 then looks so different than 43 today. But anyway, um, they were they would get together for vacations over 4 seasons. So they start off with spring, and then it goes through to winter. So spring, summer, fall, winter, and it's just fascinating watching it as an adult, married, twice married. Now that I think about it, like, and I do think there were themes I was supposed to pick up from that movie, and helping me sort of reconcile some things, and also the things that I think I want going forward. I just did, and I don't mind sharing this. I just did for the new moon. One of my new moon intentions was to heal my heart, um, and so that I can be open. And this has a lot to do with kind of me wanting to be open more with, like, meeting people in person and not being so sort of apprehensive and afraid. It's not really fear. It's yeah, it's technically rooted in fear, of being rejected, being judged. So basically something negative coming out of it, and it's fear based. And opening myself up. So that's just one aspect. There's more to it than that I put into my new moon intention, but it has to do with healing my heart, because my heart has been broken, and I feel like I have gone through iterations of healing, over these past, now year or two, um, and I feel better. I feel my outlook is good, but that part of me, that while you're healing, you kind of need to close off. So I'm at the part now where, I feel like I've done a lot of the work. So now I got to open my heart and let people in. And with the full knowledge that someone may still break my heart, they may still hurt my feelings. Um, and that's tough. That's tough, even for which, listen, you can cast spells to bring in good people. You can cast spells, but there's also an aspect of other people's will, and then the universe, and then just life itself. Sometimes your own karma, your own path, your journey that you're on, it intertwines. So you can be casting all these spells, but there's this path that you don't realize you've already kind of set on. So there's going to be things anyway that's going to be happening. So there's no way to completely shield yourself from getting your heart broken, is my point. So I am aware of this. And instead of just saying things like, well, that's just the way I am, or not even acknowledging, I am a big enough person I can acknowledge it, and I'm doing something about it. I'm, as best as I can, kind of, with discernment, open myself up a little bit more. So seeing that movie, it had themes in it that relate to me, and what has some of the things that I feel like have happened. And I remember what I don't, or when I watched it when I was younger, I understood the themes overall, but I understand a lot better now. These couples would hang out on vacation, but they had their own issues. As people being married for 20, 17, 20 years, some were married like at least 20 plus years, you're going to have some issues, right? So one of the couples that they have always been with, they got divorced. And the husband stayed in the friend group, and he brought his new wife. New wife is younger, very pretty, tight, taunt. She's gorgeous, and she's bubbly personality. And these are like these middle-aged people. Their humor tends to be a little biting, very sarcastic. The women aren't always very nice to her. The men are low-key kind of acting foolish over her. That is acknowledged in the movie as well. But anyway, uh, for me, I think one of the things I needed to take away was learning to kind of reconcile how I view relationships, how, like, specifically romantic relationships. And that movie actually was kind of instrumental in shaping it. Media alone is, people think, oh, well, you came from a family and they did this or did that. Why didn't you take that route? Well, because that's not the only thing that was shaping me. Media was as well. And watching these adult people, they seem married. And I remember Alan Alda and Carol Burnett. Like, it's, first of all, I love, yes, I like Alan Alda. And I love Carol Burnett. Love her. Anyway, so they play this married couple, and on the surface, they look so solid. But you can see their stuff is not solid. But the thing that I love about that movie is that even when it gets a little, they argue and they're angry. She was angry, and they're fighting, and she's mad the way that he fights, and she calls him on it. So at some point, they would just laugh because it would just get so over the top ridiculous. Nobody's going anywhere, but you're mad. You're allowed to express yourself. And I was like, click, that. It's like, do I know this? Yes, but I needed that reminder from the universe. Yeah, it's okay that people are different and they have different viewpoints. It's okay, like, in a relationship. I know everybody's like this, but, like, it's okay. And I needed to remember that, and not think it's something like they're going to break your heart. They're going to do like this person did, that sort of thing. So I think I needed to see that, and also the importance of community. So yeah, I messaged y'all spirits. Y'all hear me? I acknowledge. Please don't send me any more lessons. I don't want any more lessons. I believe I'm good. Thank you. Oh, anyway, but I'm gonna get ready to get out of here and enjoy this nice weather. I really need. I have a window just on the other side of me, and I can see those weeds need to be pulled so bad. And I know it's time to put my gardening hat on and get my cute, excuse me, gloves and get out there. But that's not gonna be this weekend. I will get to those chores momentarily. But thank you for coming, for watching Gemstones. Thank you so much for interacting with me. I am going to get ready to go. But yep, if you liked anything that I showed, the t-shirts, because I like a fun witchy t-shirt, this really nice box that I got of different witchy items, and I can't wait until I won't talk about it because I'm going to show y'all my other stuff that I ordered as well. I can't wait to share that. Oh my God, I was really looking forward to sharing, and I'm so annoyed. I didn't realize it was coming from like the Netherlands or something. But anyway, you have a good day too, Gemstones. I am out of here. All right, bye. Thanks again.